I'm Stephen Fromm with EyeGate Pharmaceuticals. We are a public company, and I'm going to talk to you over the next 7 minutes about two of the platforms that we have at EyeGate. The first platform I'm going to talk to you about is one that's based on hyaluronic acid and us cross-linking it. We're going through a 510K de novo pathway with this product. We've done our initial proof of concept study in PRK patients, and we see this as a very versatile product that can be used for a lot of different ocular surface indications, from wounds to epitheliopathies. And we're looking forward to getting back into the clinic and starting our next study, hopefully in early next year. And we're now getting ready to take the company to the next level, which is starting to build an infrastructure to get ready for commercialization. The second platform that I want to talk to you about is based on direct delivery using Iontophoresis. The first product that we have in the clinic is a corticosteroid, and we're using it to go after anterior uveitis and inflammation associated with cataract surgery. We've licensed out both of those indications to our partners Bausch & Lomb, controlled by Valeant, and they're going to launch and commercialize it for us. And we've also, with the exact same platform, been able to demonstrate in the clinic that we can use this non-invasive treatment to treat back of the eye indications like macular edema. Okay. So the first one is hyaluronic acid. So what is hyaluronic acid? So hyaluronic acid is a naturally occurring compound in the body. In fact, we have about 15 grams of it. And it has a lot of different unique characteristics. And some of these are ideal for the ocular surface. Two of them that we focus on is the hydration and also the promotion of wound healing. And what we see is that we've got a couple of products that are already approved in the US for both of these types of indications. So we see that in dermatology, we have something for burn management and wound healing and osteoarthritis as well. And what we don't see is we don't see something that is used for treating the ocular surface here, whereas we do see that over in Europe and Japan. And so we're looking to bring the first, at least high concentration, cross-linked hyaluronic acid to the US as an eye drop. All right, so that's what makes us different. One of the big problems with hyaluronic acid is that it degrades rapidly. And when we cross-link it, we prevent that degradation. Some of the things that make us really unique is the way we formulate and cross-link our hyaluronic acid. Actually, the way we formulate it allows us to get really high concentrations of this viscous product. Typically what we see over in Europe or Japan, and even here in the US, is we would see low concentrations, up to about 0.1%. We're able to get almost 8 times that of this viscous material, and it doesn't have any blurring problems. Okay, so it's an amazing product, and we've also been able to demonstrate that it can stay on the surface for up to 2 hours. So now you have this thing that's staying and coating the surface of your eye for approximately 2 hours, and it feels good because it's hydrating and lubricating, and it's also promoting wound healing. So what we did is we decided that we'd like to show and demonstrate that we can actually accelerate reepithelialization of the cornea. And an ideal model for doing this is with PRK patients. They have a large wound that's surgically created. And so what we did is we did a small proof of concept study where we put our eye drop against the standard of care, which is bandaged contact lenses and artificial tears. And we were able to demonstrate in this first small proof of concept study, looking at day 3, the percentage of subjects that had full closure of wound, starting with a 9mm wound, so a very large wound, the percentage that had full closure at day 3 in our arm versus the standard of care, which is a bandaged contact lens. And we were able to show at day 3 that we had 30% more subjects that had a fully closed wound. We were also able to demonstrate at day 1, 24 hours after surgery, that we had up to 36% smaller wounds. And at day 3, we had actually up to 83% smaller wounds. All right, so I think we've been able to demonstrate in this small study that we can accelerate reepithelialization. And what we want to do is we want to take that further into a clean pivotal study early next year and then follow that up with a pivotal study so that we can then file our 510K towards the end of next year. One of the other things that we want to do, though, is get into the clinic next year also to treat epitheliopathies. So internally right now, we're working on the design of an SPK study. And we're hoping to talk to the FDA about this later this year and get into the clinic early next year with that as well. Because we believe that this product could be ideal for a lot of different corneal or ocular surface indications. All right, going on to the next platform. This is Iontophoresis. We're delivering drugs non-invasively into the eye, and we can deliver a lot of drug into the eye. And if it's charged, we can deliver it, whether it's a small molecule or a biologic. And so that's how we work. In order for us to work, we have to have a charge, and like charges repel. So we have a small applicator with an electrode in it. We put that same charge to the electrode, and the drug hanging around the electrode repels away from it. We control how much drug goes into the eye by the amount of current and how long it sits on the eye. For the indications we're using our product for right now, it's a 1 to 3 minute treatment, so it's very short. We've done over 2,400 treatments in the office right now, so we've got a lot of safety data. We've been able to also demonstrate, as I mentioned, back of the eye, and we've also demonstrated in animals that we can deliver proteins and other type of charged molecules. So as I mentioned, we're in the clinic right now, cataract surgery and anterior uveitis. We just announced yesterday that we completed enrollment of our phase 2 cataract surgery study, so we're looking forward to getting that data, which should come early next year. We're hopefully on track to finalize enrollment in our phase 3 anterior uveitis study early next year as well. One of the other things I just wanted to quickly mention is we're taking the same technology that we have in the cup that we use in the office, and we're actually shrinking it down and putting it into a contact lens. So we've been working on this for a little while in the background, and we're looking at taking the same drug, putting it into a contact lens, and now using that to treat macular edema. So this is something that we think is unique and ideal, and I think it's probably a better way and safer way to deliver drugs to the back of the eye. And so we're excited to get into the clinic with this, but we first got to work through some of the issues we have with the prototype, but we think we'll be there by the middle of next year. So a little bit about what we're trying to accomplish. We think next year is going to be a pretty exciting year for us. We've got a lot going on with the two platforms. So with we call it OBG, that's our eye drop. With the PRK, again, we're hoping to get into the clinic early next year with our pilot study. The first study we did was a proof of concept. It's the first time we've ever used this product in man. So we've made a couple of changes, and we're going back into the clinic, hopefully at the beginning of this next year, and then we can follow that up very quickly with a pivotal trial. Those studies go very quickly. Hopefully we can get into this clinic with SPK. On the other side, anterior uveitis, as I mentioned, I hope we can wrap that up early next year, follow that with the top-line data, and then get on to filing it'll be a combination product, so NDA, 510K, and then hopefully get into phase 3 for cataract surgery. And that's it, so I'll hand it over to the next person.